Welcome once again to the Zach Carpenter Show here on the BCHS Barrett Network. I'm your host, Gary Ownbey. As we begin to get ready for the postseason, that's what we'll be talking about today. But first, we always like to look back to what's happened since our last show. And Zach, we've had a couple of huge wins over at Cleveland High School last Thursday night. Great atmosphere, great crowd. It's the first time we swept Cleveland, I think, in the last 5 years, if I recall. And that's what I'd read about some too. But big win there. Saturday, senior day, we had a always tough team, Brainerd, come in here. Mm-hmm. We played a good game there, won that game. It wasn't a blowout either game. Both games are close. Matter of fact, the Cleveland game, we had a big lead, and they came back on us there. But those two big wins sort of set things up. You went to McCallie yesterday, and they're a mighty good team. McCallie, one of the top teams in the private schools of the state, and they come out on the short end there. But games like that, you had Cleveland, Brainerd, and McCallie back to back. Those are kind of the teams that I'm sure you look forward to, and the team looks forward to playing, getting ready, because you're going to play Friday in an elimination game, which we'll talk about in a minute. But those are the kind of games that get you ready, I would think.
It was. We set up the last week. We played Walker Valley on Tuesday, so we
went
Tuesday,
true.
Thursday, Saturday, then Monday, and we had 4 games in a 7-day stretch there, and that kind of emulates the tournament.
Yep.
Imitates the tournament, and because you got to play a lot of games in a short amount of time, and you got to be able to prepare for the next one. So it's basically play a game, try to get ready for the next one, play the game, get ready for the next one, and that's how it's going to be in the tournament time. So,
and if it's a team here locally, you've seen Brainerd, we played them before, and you've seen Cleveland, you've seen Walker, I hadn't seen McCallie, so that's the kind of game where you go in sort of almost blind, I would say, because you don't have really time to scout them out. You might have one day to prepare for them to look at a film or two, but you don't have a lot of time. And that's the way it is tournament play. In our district, you've played all these guys. You know them, they know you. There's no secrets there. But it's getting to the point where, like you say, you're going to play a bunch of games. We're playing Friday. We win, we'll play Saturday. Then we'll take a couple of days off. But those games there are really good games, I think, get you ready for. You've bounced back. We had some close losses leading in to the Cleveland game. And every game we've had except for the McMinn game, I believe it's double digits, and then the McCallie game last night, has been close, where you've had an opportunity to win them all.
Right.
And you've talked about this numerous times, where you've had a couple of untimely turnovers that could have led to baskets, who knows. But the defense that you play has kept you there and gotten you ready and kept you in the game. And that's really going to be crucial as we move into the district tournament play here.
it is, and that's one of the things that, after the McCallie game, we were talking in the locker room, and, that was probably the first time all year where we didn't execute the game plan defensively. And I told the guys after that, I even brought up all that. I was like, fellas, there's a reason that you've been in every game. You've had an opportunity to win every game. It's because you've played hard and you've defended and held the other team. You've been able to take them out of their sets. And we didn't do that last night. So, that was a big thing we're stressing this week leading up to the tournament.
Well, the Clarity kid last night had 25 points, and then you don't see many 7'1" centers, 7'2", whatever he is, in high school ball, and he had 15 points, and guys like that sort of get you out of your comfort zone and make you change your game plan sometimes. But that defense, as you say, it's always got to be there. As you get ready for Walker Valley now, that's our opponent Friday evening, 7:30 at McMinn County High School on neutral floor. They've beaten us twice this year. And people say, well, third time's the hardest to beat a team. You've beaten them twice. Well, Walker may look at it and say, well, we've done beat them twice. Why can't we beat them a third time? That's how they're looking at it, because that's an elimination game. It's not just one that you're playing for seeding now. It's playing to stay alive, and someone's going to go home Friday night.
Yeah, it is, and that's first thing I said to them after. I said, guys, we got to put this behind us, because now it's win or go home.
Yeah.
So we got to be prepared for that, and we got to have the mindset that it's do or die now. Like you're either winning or it's over.
Yeah.
And we stress to the seniors, like, Friday night could be the last time you put on a basketball jersey. So, I think our guys will be ready. We're ready to get back after it today at practice and start preparing for Walker.
Is it tougher to play a team a third time in your mind than it is if a team you'd never seen before? Or
I don't think so. I think that's all a mindset that you have.
It's just who can execute.
Right, it's the next game. So you're going to play teams that you've played again, especially when you get into postseason. And then the further you go, you'll start seeing teams that you haven't seen before. Yeah. Especially with districts and things like that. You're going to be playing teams over again. So it is what it is.
It sure is. And District 6, by the way, they only have 4 teams in their district. And this past Monday, they had the girls semifinals. Last night, they had the boys. And looking at their 2 results, they only have 4 teams. They had 2 games last night. The number 1 seed, Franklin County, 17-9 record going in, was upset by Shelbyville, a team that's 4-17. So a 17-win team loses to a 4-win team. So Franklin is now relegated to the semifinals, which means they're going to be traveling during the region, first round of the region. Shelbyville is going to be playing Coffee County, who, by the way, last night also won over Warren County 50-44. So Shelbyville and Coffee there, Franklin County, Warren County in the semifinals. And you don't know, but they're going to play their finals on Saturday. Mm-hmm. So you know Friday night where they're going to be? They'll probably be sitting right up there in McMinn County High School scouting, which leads me to the question, do you get all you need out of a huddle video, or would you like to be there and see? Dame Floyd in football always said, I like to see it live because I want to see what happens during timeouts, how the coaches are interacting with each other. And is that helpful to you? Or
live is always better. It is. You can pick things up that you can't get off film. You can, you know, it's hard to see body language. At times it's hard to tell the flow of the game, you know, with the atmosphere and things like that just from a video. So live is always better. But, you know, unfortunately we don't have the luxury of being able to go over there right now. So. Yeah.
Well, huddle ain't bad. I mean, something you didn't have back when you were playing. You had to go get film, you know. And
tape to tape.
Tape, yeah, watch it.
VHS tapes.
One of the funniest things I saw happen in the Brainerd game Saturday afternoon during senior day, play was stopped. And I don't think it's a timeout call, but there was a free throw shooting on the other end. I looked up and you were right in front of me. We were broadcasting the game, and you'd call Trevor Carpenter and I think Brent Chabert over to talk to him on the sidelines while the guy was shooting free throws. Well, here stands the Brainerd point guard right there he was closer to you than they were. I'm thinking, what's this little guy, little bitty guy? Lewis is his last name. What was he just trying to horn in there and listen in to what you're saying, or did he say anything to you guys? Or?
No, he didn't say a word. It was a little gamesmanship. That's all right. He didn't bother me at all.
I knew it. Then I could tell your reaction. Then it just looked so funny. I seen under Kent Smith one time. He had one of our guys do that to the other team when they called time. He was right there in the huddle with them, you know. He was just sort of, you know, aggravate him, I guess, as much as anything there. This time of year now, during practice, I know you've been going all year long since summer, play days, stuff like that. Are practices any different for you this time of year as you get ready for Friday's game?
They're probably a little more condensed, but, you know, we still get after it while we're out there. You know, just the time, I'd say the time we're actually on the floor is shortened a little bit, but it's still, you know, we want high intensity, high energy in everything that we do. We want to be competitive. And
you're going to play Friday, and it's hoping if you win there, you're going to play Saturday, so you don't really have time to practice. You don't know who you'll play yet. You got suspicions, you know, who you think you'd play, and these are teams you've seen twice already and everything. So it's like I've said before, it's not like you're going in there wondering what they're going to try to do because you know what they're going to try to do. It's just a matter of who can execute the other team there. This your first season here as a coach. You played 4 years here, 3 years here, I guess, as a basketball player. How different has it been for you here coaching high school versus coaching back in college when you're just coaching there until up and through last year? It's just different age kids, I know, but it's the same game of ball. But
coaching's coaching no matter what level you're at, whether it's college, professionals. You're dealing with different personalities the higher the level you go. You know, with the pros, you're dealing with contracts and things like that.
Yeah.
But, you know, coaching's coaching. And I'm having a blast coaching these guys. They do a great job. They listen. They're coachable. They're great human beings. You know, I've really enjoyed being around them.
Well, you've said that every time we talk, you know, that you love the effort and the focus and the ability for those kids to zoom in on a game there, and that's what you got to have. And you get into the district tournament play, special elimination games, every single possession is precious, you know, because you've got the ball, chance to score, and if you lose it for the turnover, whatever, the other guys, they've got that same opportunity. So it could basically be a 4-point swing or more when things happen. But it's going to be a fun tournament, I think. And to me, and I've talked to some other guys, this is the most balanced in our boys' race has been in a while. We've had, in the years gone by, we've had teams that seem to dominate. When Kent and you guys were playing, I mean, you guys just dominated, just destroyed people. And people realize, hey, we don't have a chance against the Bradley boys when Kent was coaching there. This year is a different feel to it because anybody on any given night, I think, can get hot, execute the game plan. If the defense is there and they can hit a few shots, I mean,
as you saw with the Shelbyville game, you know, it's tournament time, so anything can happen. Yeah. You know, if you come out and you're not ready to go or you don't execute your play, I mean, it can be over for you.
Yeah. And it will be taking it as far as we can there, and we'll be broadcasting all the games on Mix 104, of course, following the Bradley teams in Cleveland and Walker Valley there. So we wish all of our teams good luck. I hate that we have to play head-to-head, but, that's the way it is. You'd like to meet them in the semifinals, so you guarantee to be moving on to the region no matter what happens, but that's the way things go.
That's tournament time. You got to have to
is.
play somebody. So
Yeah, it sure is. Well, Coach, we appreciate you as always coming in here for our weekly interview. We'll do another show next week and see how things turn out. Until next time, we'd like to thank Mr. Shroy and his class here, the broadcast class at Bradley Central H2 to H12 here on campus for all the work that they do in making these games possible. They're available for you on Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook as well. Hope you enjoy those. We'll say so long till next time. God bless and go Bears.